feel like this is giving witch, and 'tis the season, you know? 'Tis the season. So the sun is going to be a bit of a headache, especially because I move around a lot when I make my videos, but it's whatever. We'll just deal with her. So I got a little bit of inspiration today because I saw somebody doing a 30 before 30 kind of like check-in, and I figured I should do the same. I didn't do a first video like of me doing a 30 before 30, but I did do it when it was like 2018, 2017. I did do a 30 before 30. I am gonna do my nails a little bit while I'm chatting, but I did do a 30 before 30 back in 2018, and I wanted to just like go through that list and then explain why I'm changing it to a little bit of a different list. In my previous list, I did include things that I'd already done or was about to do, just so that I have like things to check off my list. I feel like my 30 before 30 list when I was younger wasn't as like, was pretty cautious. And yeah. Again, I'll explain why in a second. But you know, let's just get into the video. Wearing mascara. I like mascara. I love what it does to my lashes, but I swear once I put on like mascara, my eyes just get like really itchy and irritated every single time. Anyways, let's get into the video. Alright, so first thing was marry people as an ordained minister. Hello, I am Janae. I am an ordained minister, and I officiated my sister and her husband's wedding. It was back in 2018. And it was quite lovely. It was a beautiful affair. It was a beautiful wedding. The crab cakes were delicious because we were in Maryland. And yeah, it was a fun experience. I was nervous as hell because public speaking is not something that I am always comfortable with. But it was really fun, and yeah, so I did that. I feel like I'm going to take that one off my list because I do not see myself... I mean, I did it once, but I don't feel like there's ever going to be a chance... I mean, there could be a chance before I'm 30 to become to do another, like, thing. Because I do know somebody who's very close to getting proposed to. But I don't know if they'll have their wedding before I turn 30. So anyways, I think I'm going to take that off my list. I want to kind of revamp things. And I know that I have, like, literally 3 years for me to accomplish these things on my list. Because I am 26 right now. My birthday is in 3 months. So I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of the things on this list if I do include new ones. But still, yeah. Anyways, the next one is learn how to play an instrument. I don't really care that much about playing an instrument anymore. I want to learn how to play the piano. And I also tried to learn the uke. And I also tried to learn how to play the guitar. I just don't really care that much. I feel like that was on the list because of a guy that I was interested in who was a musician. My cat will be so quiet. She will be asleep. Once I turn on the camera, once I start talking, this bitch be doing everything. Everything. She gonna do something else. I know she gonna do something else. Anyways, I have no interest in really learning how to play an instrument, so I'm gonna take this off my list so that I can actually accomplish the rest of the things on this list. Next is make a living doing what I love. What I love is writing and content creating, and I want to just do both. I can say that due to a lot of my own insecurities and traumas that I just did not really deal with, I did not try and like move forward with like the creative aspects of myself and promoting that in a way that I wished I did years ago. Yeah, I was kind of a little bit in a cult for a little bit, so it makes sense as to why I didn't feel very confident in my own creative abilities. Next is learn to be authentic and follow my heart. Those two are a tie-in, and those two are going to definitely stay on my list. I want to be more authentic and follow my heart and do what I love and make a living doing what I love, because I know that... Oh, and the next one also follows in is be financially stable and secure. And I feel it ties in again because if I'm doing something that I don't like, which has been like retail, food service, I do not like working in these fields. And when I'm in these fields, I would very much want to quit after at most will be 6 months. But usually it's about like 2-3 months. I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. I don't want to do this anymore. And then I will quit. And then I'll be like, wow, being unemployed is peak perfection. And I would prefer being unemployed, but that is not leading me to having a financially stable lifestyle. So once I start learning how to be authentic and follow my heart, I will be making a living and doing what I love, and then become financially stable, God willing. So yeah, those are obviously going to stay on my list, and I do plan on accomplishing these in the next 3 years. Okay, on period. Next we have is visit every continent. I'm not sure if I want to do that within my 20s. I definitely do not want to go to Antarctica anytime soon. And I also do not want to go to Australia. North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, and don't forget Antarctica, and don't forget Australia. I would love to go to Africa and South America and Asia. So I would literally go everywhere else, hopefully before I turn 30, but not Australia or Antarctica. Not Australia, because I feel like Australia is interesting, and I feel like that's a place that I might go in my lifetime, but I don't think it's a place that I want to go in my 20s. Yeah. Antarctica, I don't know. I feel like I'll play that one by ear. It'll be cool, though. You know, we'll see. Next I have get my bachelor's. Already got my bachelor's. I was like months away from getting it when I put this on the list. I feel like I want to like do stuff that kind of put stuff on it that breaks me out of my comfort zone, and leaving my bachelor's on it, it's not branching me out in any ways. Maybe use my bachelor's, but I also don't feel like I even learned that much when I was in college for me to necessarily use my bachelor's. I got it in literature, so I just critically analyzed a lot of like stories, and I critically analyze literally everything. Maybe I'll like do a whole series where I critically analyze the books that I've read. But I also always hated critically analyzing things, like to the, because like what we always did in college, it will be like, yeah, the reason why this author wrote this way is because they're closeted gay, or because they're homophobic, or they hated women. It's like stuff like that. And then and like I feel like the thing about that is that you'll read into these like really intense things, and as a writer I'll be like, oh my god, like people really have like that much forethought when they write these stories. And then when I really started getting into writing, I'm like, yeah, we really don't. Like someone can like literally read through the fact that I decided to like put a plastic bag in a scene and be like, she feels like she is trash. So I don't know. Anyway. Ooh. Embrace my femininity. I feel like I've always had like a bit of an issue or anxiety when it comes to embracing my femininity that I really do want to get more confident and comfortable with. I kind of typecast myself when I was younger, and I saw my sister Djenne. Shout out to her. She's a really great content creator. I saw her as like, she's the feminine one and I'm just like this tomboy. And so I didn't really allow myself to like enjoy makeup or getting dressed up or going shopping and stuff like that, because I figured that that wasn't the person that I was supposed to be. I was supposed to be like this dorky, nerdy, tomboy kind of girl. That was who I thought I was supposed to be. That's how I kind of boxed myself in. And it wasn't until, and also like, man made me feel so uncomfortable. So it wasn't until like I started getting into adulthood, it really wasn't until the pandemic that I started really realizing that I do actually enjoy like looking and presenting a lot more feminine. Even though it does make me feel uncomfortable, because I feel like a lot of femininity is like usually like on this like panicky platform. But I'll get into that another day. The next is be more organized. When I put this on the list, I did not know that I had ADHD, and I did not realize that I was a lot more organized than I made myself out to be. I'm very organized. I'm a very organized person. I'm just not organized in the way that a lot of people are organized. I feel like maybe one day when I do create my own home, I would have like a different kind of organizational system. But until then, I feel like things are the way that they should be for now. I'll be differently organized in the future, but I am definitely organized. Next is lock my hair. I don't know if y'all remember, but Janae was locked back in 2019 to 2020, within 2020. And then 2021, I shaved it all off, and then I was bald for a year and doing colors and stuff like that. So now I'm growing my hair back. But you know, been there, done that. I should have also put like cut off my hair. I did not think I was gonna cut off my hair at all when I wrote this list, but I'm really happy I went bald, and I kind of miss it. It was really fun. Next was going to a dance, writing, painting, or photography class. And I did go to a writing class, but I didn't do any of the other three. But I want to do the other three. So I think I would just like, I also kind of want to change it, because like just going to a class, I feel like that's like too low. Like I would like to be like, go to a pottery course for like 6 months and like make glassware for people as a gift. Or I would like to go to a dance class where I'm getting back into, because I used to dance a lot when I was in like, honestly, all throughout my life. I did ballet, I did hip hop, I did African, I did a lot of stuff. And I would really like to get back into that, as well as getting back into swimming. I always loved swimming. I just hate public pools. So yeah, I think that will be pretty interesting. I think I'm gonna alter this number 11 on my next list. The next one I have is be fluent in Spanish and French. I am very much on my way in French. I've been studying French since high school. Granted, I also have been studying Spanish since like literally elementary school. But I'm a lot more fluent in French than I am in Spanish. So like I can read an entire like subtitled movie in French and like be pretty okay, versus Spanish, I'll be like, I don't know what the fuck did I just say. So I need a lot more studying for that. Next, I want to buy a one-way ticket somewhere dope. Now, granted, I have bought a lot of one-way tickets since 2019. I say a lot, but not really a lot, but I've definitely bought one-way tickets. I just have not gotten on the plane. So I want to get on a plane and go somewhere, one-way ticket to somewhere dope. So until I do that, that's gonna stay on the list, because I think that will be really fucking cool. The next one I have is learn how to drive and buy a yellow punch buggy. I keep wondering whether or not I actually want to learn how to drive. I feel like it's definitely something that obviously like gives you a lot more freedom, like to travel and see the world in a different way, which I feel like is great. But I don't know if I actually want to drive. As a native New Yorker, I don't always see the point. The only time that I really felt like I should have learned how to drive was in 2020 when we were stuck in the house all the time. Because my dad has a car, and I was like, I could totally borrow his car if I knew how to drive and actually go somewhere, like go to a beach or go do something. But I don't have a car, so it's like can't go anywhere. But yeah, I also was like really obsessed with getting a yellow punch buggy. Again, I don't know if I still like really want it, but I still think it would be cool if I had a yellow punch buggy, like a nice old school yellow punch buggy that I ride around. The only time that I've really also recently I've started like, for me to go to sleep, I will listen to like driving in a car on like while it's raining, like those kind of videos that they have on YouTube, and those are really soothing. And then like watching people go through tunnels and stuff like that, that's been kind of like, maybe I should like learn how to drive, maybe I should get my license. So we'll see how I feel, you know. The next is pay off my credit cards and college debt. I was really close to paying off my credit cards back in 2020. That was a good time, because that unemployment money was I was really close to paying off my all of my credit cards in 2020, but you know, things didn't really work out. And then college debt has been on like lock for a bit, and I'm really hoping that I get a lot of it like taken off. So we'll see. I wanted to start my own business. When I wrote this, I don't remember what kind of business I wanted to create, but now it's definitely like a content creating, writing kind of business. That's what I would like to work on. Next is create my dream home. I want to create a safe and comfortable place, home for me to just like be and express and like do whatever the fuck I want in my own space. I feel like that would be really lovely. I want to run a marathon. I have a gym membership and I should be actually using it, but I have not been using my gym membership. I really would like to start training. I just get really like anxiety when it comes to going to the gym. Something that I need to work on. Going back to the being authentic and just like being more confident and comfortable in myself. So yeah, there's that. And then we have finishing my novel. A novel, that would be lovely. I'm very close to finishing my book now. I have an editor. My editor is amazing. Shout out to you. And I am working on it, and after I finish working on my book, then I want to become signed with a publishing house and get myself published and, you know, make a really nice steady income as a writer. I want to get into a loving relationship. I want to have a partnership, somebody who I can trust, I can rely on, something very healthy, because I do not want to like do all of this lovely work on myself only for me to get into something that's like complicated and toxic and panic inducing. I mean, people, as like, we are all like complicated and intense like different beings, and we all go through things. So I can acknowledge that like whoever the hell I end up with, they're probably gonna have like their own issues, traumas, whatever that comes up for them. I just hope to work through them in a healthy, positive way, yada yada. I'm not gonna go on the whole spiel about what I want in a relationship. I'm gonna just continue on with the story. Next, I want to live abroad for 6 months. I was very close to doing that this year. I was gonna go to Spain. Didn't work out, but I have a backup plan. And once my backup plan starts coming to fruition, girl, I am out. I'm gonna be away for 6 months, okay? I want to do some sort of MMA for the next 6 months. Like, I want to learn 2 types, but one of them is I want to do boxing also for 6 months. I have one that's MMA for 6 months, and then another one that's like learn boxing for 6 months. Like, I want to actually learn. I've always wanted to learn how to throw a punch. I've always loved like action movies, like all of those action-packed fight scenes and all those cool stuff. And I've always wanted to be someone who can like kick some fucking ass if I needed to. Like, I will never fucking forget that one time that I saw that scene with Black Widow. Fuck Scarlett Johansson, but that scene with Black Widow where she hopped up on that guy's neck and then she turned around, flipped him, and he fell to the ground. I want to do that shit so badly. I want to learn how to fight so bad. So bad. And I remember when I was younger, I asked my dad if he could put me in some boxing classes, and he said no. He said that I was going to turn out like Muhammad Ali, and that was his reasoning for me not to get into a fighting class, which I don't understand. You don't understand. None of us understand. My dad doesn't make any sense. And then I just never put myself in a program. For a minute, I thought that I was like maybe too old for me to even do it and too old for me to learn, but I'm definitely going to put myself into some sort of program sometime soon. I just have to be consistent. I have to be consistent. So I can learn how to fight, or I can learn how to kick ass, learn how to beat somebody up. If I need to. I don't want to ever have to. I don't want to fight anybody, but I feel like seeing people like do like kicks and backflips, I feel like that shit's so fucking cool. Anyways, I want to go on a trip with my sister to Djenne. We already went on a trip. We went to Disney last year. That was a lot of fun. I would like to go on another trip with my sister though. I would like to do something else. Maybe we can go to Paris for just me and her. And I want to become more health conscious, meaning taking better care of my health and having a better and healthier diet, better fitness routine, yada yada. I want to try axe throwing. I think that would be cool. I want to go snowboarding. Still haven't gone. I want to marry someone who lights up my world. I don't know if that's going to happen before I'm 30, but if it does, that's really great. I wish the best for me. And last but not least, I really want to own a dog again. I miss having a dog around. I don't know if you guys followed along I doubt that you guys followed along for a minute, but I did have a dog. Her name is Mocha. She passed in December 23rd, 2019. And I really miss her. I miss my pup so badly, and I also really miss having dogs around me more often. I have my lovely and amazing cat, but I really like having another dog. So yeah, and that is my previous 30 before 30 list. And now I'm gonna film another video because I feel like this video is pretty long already. I'm gonna do another video that's gonna come out in just like a little bit, and I'm just blah, blah, blah. I am about to film another video that is going to be my current 30 before 30 list, so be sure to check that one out in just a little bit. I'm gonna post it right after I post this one. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you when I see ya. Well, I'll see you in the next one if you watch the next video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.